Known as the Lion City, Singapore is the second most densely populated independent country in the world. In just 150 years, Singapore has grown into a thriving center of commerce and industry. Aside from its booming economy, Singapore serves as home to many of the world's religions such as Buddhism, Christianity, Islam, Taoism, Sikhism, and many others. On many occasions, our association members invited Supreme Master Ching Hai to visit Singapore to share her knowledge and wisdom. We now invite you to listen to the following discussion between Supreme Master Ching Hai and our association members entitled We Are Originally Pure on March 6, 1993.
Thank you, Master, for everything. Master, recently you made a speech and it was published. You said something that, in fact, every one of us are already liberated, just that we do not know that we are liberated.
Yeah.
And some people who does not understand when they read it, if we do not understand the teaching well, we think we are liberated, so we do not need meditation, nothing. So we are already saved. But from my understanding, we still need a living master to give us initiation. Then we are actually liberated.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
can
true.
you explain what you mean actually? We are all already liberated. Difficult
Yes.
to understand.
Yes, you're all liberated. Just that you don't know. So you need a master to make you know. And that's very simple. So now you have a master, so you know you're liberated and you're sure about it because you feel it, you see it. Very secure feeling about it. And you see also some part of the kingdom of heaven and you're more secured in your belief. But other people, they are also liberated, but because they have no experience about liberation, about their own nature. So you cannot say that they're liberated, even though they are liberated. It's just like a person who is very rich, his treasure is buried deep in the ground and he never get the chance to use it. So you cannot say that he is very poor and he has no treasure, but then you can only say that he has none, because he cannot make use of it. He doesn't know about it. And now you have your treasure digging out every day and using accordingly. Therefore you can say definitely you have treasure. Even though your treasure and his treasure may be the same. But he doesn't know about it, so no good. Now, why everybody is liberated? I cannot explain to you. I just know it. Maybe I can explain, but only partially, Because we cannot explain these abstract things. Just like we cannot explain love between man and woman, or between mother and child. These things you know, but you cannot explain. And you cannot, even the whole world tell you that your girlfriend doesn't love you. You couldn't believe it. Because you know, but you can't tell them. You might be able to tell by say, look, my girlfriend gives me flower every Sunday. Or she comes to see me every time when she has time. Or she helps me in many ways. But that is only portion of the love. It is really inexpressible. It's only an outward expression of the boundless love between you. Similarly, there are many things that I know, but I cannot also explain to you. But I think you know, because the more you practice, the more you know about what I know. It's just other people, they don't know. Even though they have the same right, same power like you, but they have no access to it. Everybody is liberated according to all the enlightened masters, because the enlightened masters are liberated. Therefore they can see it from a liberated point of view, because they know that all the bad karmas, all the obstacles, all the illusionary burdens and bondage that we, the ordinary human being, feel is only nonsense. It's only dreaming a state. There is non-existent at all. We have never been even born. We have never committed anything wrong. It's all because we wander into the illusionary maze. Therefore, we believe that we are in trouble. The more we try to get out of it, the more we make more trouble. But actually, we originally should not be there, in the maze. That's it. And we forgot everything about the previous connection before we lost into that maze. Therefore, from the one who stay outside of this illusion, he knows that originally you're not like that, and you make trouble, you cause trouble, and you are in trouble just because you have been lost in that maze, you've been thrown into that maze, or somehow you wander into that illusionary maze that caused a lot of trouble for you now. And all the trouble that you made while trying to disentangle yourself from the maze or try to escape from that is forgivable, is understandable, and is originally illusionary. Anyhow, the maze is only a game inside. So whatever you did inside, it's only a kind of game. And anyhow, you were cheated into it. You don't know anything about it. You just try to get out. It is the system of the maze to make you make more trouble and make you difficult to get out. So everything you committed inside there is non-existent, right? No sin, no crime, and it is very natural. Only the one who tried to help you out understand all this. And you don't need to seek even forgiveness because you have not done anything wrong. If somebody throw you into that maze with all things appear in hallucination and all cheating or nothing that is real, only making trouble for you, then how can you are blamed for whatever you do to get out of that? And even if you killed or you do anything inside, it's only because you're forced to. And also the maze is illusionary anyhow. So that's it. It's just like when we went into a kind of Disneyland. In America, there is a place called Disneyland. Inside there appear all kind of huge animals and huge persons and all that because of the movies. So sometimes when you visit there, you feel like you were in some kind of distant past. And all that animals are very fierce. From their mouths comes out the fire and all that kind of destruction, yeah? But this is all game. If you don't know about this, you're frightened and nobody explains it to you and you think it's real and you might try to get out of that place and you might damage some of these animals. But these animals are not real anyhow, so you didn't kill anything. It can be replaced anytime. For you have not done anything wrong at all, according to my view, according to what I have studied from other masters in the past and present. But it's difficult to convince most of the people about this point of view, because when they're lost inside this game, they don't remember the reality. It's difficult to remember. Therefore, we must use some kind of power to awaken their memory about their real self. That is a method, Guanyin method. And then you remember. At least something. At least you're half awake yet, and then you can slowly recover the whole consciousness. So that's why we say we are all originally pure Buddha liberated. But most people don't know. Still you need the master for sure. So the retreat did you some good, huh? Bigger enlightenment now, huh? About that size.
How should one be humble and respect others, their beliefs and their religions?
Why should you not be humble and respecting others' religion?
Last time I feel very self-conceited and arrogant. I feel very guilty. And how should one become more and more humble?
Yeah, okay.
And when people insult you, you feel a bit annoyed. How should one prevent all this?
They insult you. Why? Why do they insult you? Your fault?
Sometimes I'm not very sure. But sometimes my opinions are different. I feel in my heart I have strong sense of ego.
Understand.
So
about religion?
No.
Any matter?
Yeah.
You feel you are right and that person might not be right. And you feel very proud about it.
Yes. And how should one be more and more humble about that?
Okay. By asking this question, I feel you already have humility.
No,
if not, you would not ask me this question. You would feel that you have the right to be proud. So that is already something. I continue to watch your ego and put it in order and trim it whenever it grows too big. And meditate more, and that's a big help. The more we meditate, the more we become humble, because then we realize that everyone is one with us. Even the best one is also God, but the worst one is also God. The trouble is like that.
Master, I'm just wondering, maybe it's a silly question that I'm asking.
No, never mind.
We are from this pure source. We originate from this pure source. And then now we are back into samsara and go round and round through this cycle of birth,
and
death, etc.
And
then we have to find our way back to where we originally come from. Why did the Almighty God
do this kind of thing,
right?
Maybe after we leave this world, we go and catch hold of Him, and all of us will force Him to answer this question. All right, we are many. He's only one. We win for sure. So remember, when you go up there, wait for me, and we go ask together. I told you already, we are lost in this maze, but we come out soon. But it's all right to play sometimes, no? Just like you have a very stable home, and family, income, and good children and wife, but sometimes you like to go to see movies, which is not your real life, or maybe about a family life problem and struggle, which doesn't concern you at all. It's sometimes because we like it. Actually, nothing to do with the Almighty. You like to experience some bitter and sweet. For example, everybody likes sweet cakes or things like that. But sometimes you like hot pepper. Like in Indonesia, they cook very hot. Everything they put pepper in it. You cannot find anything without pepper. They like it. And to some other person, it's unbearable. They say, why? Why the cook who has all the power to cook sweet stuff, why he put pepper in it? He likes it. Maybe his customers like it also. I sometimes like it. So now we go to see the movies. And in the movies, there's so much struggle and trouble with the family, with the wife and children, and separation and death and uncontrollable grief and all that. But we enjoyed it. And sometimes we lost ourselves in the program and we cry with the characters in the movies, or we laugh with their victory, etc. But sometimes we wake up, okay? And initiation is awakening time. So now you see, the world doesn't interest you that much anymore. Even though you still go on with your business and money, but the intensity is so much less. In fact, you could just give up your business or family and just be a monk or anything. But just because you don't need to do that, also it's changed not much. So we continue with our life, right? That's all. So sometimes you cry too uncontrollably, you're so suffering in the movie, so your friend, a wise friend, says, hey, it's only a movie. And then you say, oh, yes. Oh my God, I make a fool of myself. And then you start to realize your mistake, and then you are relieved of this uncontrollable suffering emotion due to the movies, yeah? And then you start to feel less suffering by the acting of the characters in the movie, right? So that's the beginning of awakening. And then now you know, okay, the movie still go on, so I watch it until the end. But you're not so involved like you were just then, so lost in emotion, and identify yourself with the movie's roles. Yeah? So the initiation is the beginning of awakening. You see now clearly what's the purpose. So you go on, continue to watch the play in this world, or continue to play with it, but you're not so involved anymore. That's the real monkhood.
Yes. The second question, is during the meditation, I'm now still on the convenient method.
You are on the convenient method?
Still on the convenient method.
Yes.
During the early meditation, I saw yourself in a mountain area, and then there's another person there with this kind of hair, even not on top of the hair.
Not on top, like the Sakyamuni Buddha.
He looked like Indian.
He's old or young?
He looks like 40 plus, 50 plus, like that.
50 plus.
Whitish hair.
White hair.
A bit of white.
Yeah.
And the name that come out is Guna Ratnam. So whether does all this make
Guru
sense?
Nanak.
Guru Nanak.
Yes.
Something like that.
Yes, Guru Nanak.
Oh.
Yes.
Can Master confirm to me what I saw is...
What is that person, right?
Yes.
That is Guru Nanak. Guru Nanak is the founder of the Sikh religion. One of the highest master ever graced our earth. Not the Sikh religion, it's just that at that time, when the master Nanak, Guru means master, when Guru Nanak was alive, he taught the disciples, and after his nirvana, there are 9 more successors, or 10 successors, altogether 10. And then they make it become Sikhism until now. So now Guru Nanak was most powerful. And he was a very funny person. In the way he dressed is very funny. For example, Indian so-called sadhu means a renounced person, renunciate. They would wear orange color robe to symbolize enlightenment and renunciation, and that is the color of love. Mostly pink is a color of love. So people respect them very much, these color-robed personage, because mostly they should be in a very deep wisdom and in samadhi, and they understand a lot about things. But not all of them are like that. And so now the Guru Nanak, sometimes he wear orange upstairs and white on top, and then on the head is different. So he looked half monk. Maybe he wanted to break the attachment of the people at that time. So he was kind of out of ordinary, yes. So people at that time, many follow him, but some are also skeptical about him, because he doesn't belong to anything. No monk and no lay person, is half and half, and he wear what he wants. Understand? Because he doesn't feel that it is important to show off his inner attainment by wrapping it up. But because I have studied some part of the Granth Sahib, I mean the Holy Bible of the Sikh, I understand that he teach the holy light and sound, just like we are practicing now. And this just to show you that all masters are one. I have never been a Sikh person. I study many religious scriptures, different religion, but I'm not officially a Sikh. But even then, you saw me with a Sikh master. And you don't even know him at all. For what you described, that is exactly very good, to have such experience. It's not because we see the master or we see other master that we feel happy about our achievement. It's just at that time, the elevation, the upliftment, the happiness is beyond description. It's not the seeing, it is the transformation that goes with the seeing. Just like when you have a lot of money, you live in a good house. It's not only the house, but it is also the prestige and the comfortable feeling that goes with the house, because you deserve it, you're entitled to it. I'm happy that you just on a convenient method and you still have some encouragement.
Thanks Master.
God bless your sincerity. What I try to teach you is to become master, to realize your supreme power. Maybe you don't have to be a master going around, but you'll be a master of your own self, and you understand your power. You understand your position. Then you will have no need to go to anyone or to seek any material blessing, because you know all the blessing comes from yourself. That's what I try to teach you. Therefore, I don't give you any material things. As far as this path is concerned, we look for the eternal wisdom, the everlasting blessing from within. and to recognize our own greatness, not to worship the Master alone. We can worship the Master because the Master is our own great self. But after some time, be one with the Master. No more seeking of anything.
It is a joy to have you with us on today's Between Master and Disciples. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television for Animal World, our co-inhabitants, coming up next, right after Noteworthy News. May your soul be ever bright and glorious by the light of heaven.